For a new year there from folks in the Valley. Of course, always a good time to look ahead and dream. The coming year, also a chance to look back on what was. In that spirit, Jared Dillingham has our list of the 10 biggest, most impactful, most talked about stories that we covered in 2012.
Number 10, an Arizona man hits the jackpot. Matthew Good was one of 2 winners of the $588 million Powerball drawing in late November. The Fountain Hills man didn't show his face. He and his wife took a one-time payout of $192 million.
I'm just happy for their family.
Number 9, a Diamondbacks legend forced out.
Don't leave the television set.
In August, fan favorite Mark Grace was arrested for his second DUI. The team announced he would not return to the broadcasting booth. Grace is now facing possible prison time if convicted.
We all have our failings.
Number 8, a courtroom shocker. Just minutes after being convicted in one of the more bizarre arson cases in Phoenix history,
guilty of arson of an occupied structure,
53-year-old Michael Marin slipped something into his mouth and collapsed in court. The medical examiner ruled his death suicide by cyanide. Prosecutors say Marin, a former Wall Street trader, burned his million-dollar mansion to the ground for the insurance money, then escaped using a ladder and a scuba suit. Number 7, the monsoon. 2012 saw more rain than usual. The most dramatic example, a July 31st storm that dumped 5 inches of rain in 90 minutes on Anthem. People there are still dealing with problems caused by the flash floods.
I now have lost everything. I don't have flood insurance.
Number 6, the finger wag. Governor Brewer captured on the tarmac at Mesa Gateway Airport, pointing a finger in President Obama's face during an exchange about her unflattering portrayal of him in a book. Governor Brewer later said she meant no disrespect. Number 5, a confession of sorts in the Baby Gabriel case. 3 years after the boy went missing, his mother, Elizabeth Johnson, was convicted and sentenced to prison time. In court, she apologized and finally explained what she did with Gabriel after taking him to Texas in 2009.
I imagined Gabriel in a real family, something I didn't believe I could ever give him. That is why I gave him away.
To this day, police still don't know if the boy is alive. Number 4, the U.S. Supreme Court ruling on SB 1070. The court struck down most of Arizona's 2010 immigration law, but upheld the most controversial part, the so-called Show Me Your Papers provision.
The state is on the right track.
Now, Arizona police officers can ask jaywalkers, drunk driving suspects, anyone they suspect of breaking the law, about their immigration status, but they cannot do it randomly based on skin color. Number 3, the investigation of Pinal County Sheriff Paul Babu. It started with a former boyfriend accusing Babu of trying to have him deported.
At no time did I or anyone who represents me ever threaten deportation.
Babu was cleared of criminal wrongdoing, but he dropped his bid for Congress at the height of the scandal. Number 2, the Steve Nash trade.
Beautiful pass.
After a disappointing year, the Suns traded the face of the franchise, Steve Nash, to the hated Lakers. Since then, the Suns have struggled to win games and attract fans. And number 1, the election. We were bombarded with mailers and TV ads, promises and scandals. In the end, after all the money and drama, not much changed. President Obama won re-election, Congress remained bitterly divided, and as 2012 came to a close, the nation headed toward a fiscal cliff. Jared Dillingham, 3TV.
That list, of course, is subjective. So if you'd like to vote, just log on to our website, azfamily.com.